Hi. So please introduce yourself and your company.
I'm Shawn McGhie from Archimedes.
And where can we find you online?
We're at archimedesmodel.com.
Excellent. And could you describe your product or service in 25 words or less?
Our
can
product,
go over.
Yes, okay. Our product is really assessing disease risk, chronic disease risk within the individual, and then what they can do about that to lower their risk, what type of interventions, drugs, lifestyle changes they can take to lower their risk. We're basically taking a different approach than instead of looking at current guidelines which focus on biomarkers. We take all your biomarkers and all your comorbidities like diabetes, CHF, and then we try to combine all that into a continuous risk curve of saying what's your risk of heart attack or stroke versus focusing on biomarkers. And then given that, what treatments can you take to reduce that risk?
Okay. And what are the sources of the data, and what are you comparing against in order to assess risk?
Our main sources of data are within the EHR, so we take a full extract of every patient every night within the EHR. We also take payer data, and we want to establish links for more medication data and more lab data. We combine all that together, we score everybody out every night, we send them back the results to load in their population tools, and then we also store the results on our server so that they can access it through the EHR via iframe.
So you're comparing populations against each other, so to speak, or a client population against a broader population database.
At another point we will do that. We'll do benchmarking so we can compare different groups of patients. But right now in population management, the way we use it is to target patients. Which patients will have the most benefit from taking certain drugs? And then we can segment those patients out for treatment.
I see. And so what's your revenue model?
It's basically PMPM.
Okay. And is this something that you could have done last year, 2 years ago?
With most people we couldn't. With Kaiser we could, probably starting about 2008. We could have with Kaiser.
They're certainly ahead of the curve.
Yes, they are.
And so folks more generally, you now have the data at their fingertips to share with you?
They do, but it is one of the main challenges is there's no common data model out there. So we create a data spec, and they have to normalize their data to that data spec, and that's one of the biggest challenges. And also every time they add a practice, especially within these HIEs, they're all different.
Right. It is a challenge. Well, it's a very interesting market to be in.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.